Hey, it's Betsy and
Jen.
we are so excited that our website, our clown car of a website relaunch, is finally ready for view. And we are launching so many different things. And I'm sure that you've been completely confused with all of the emails. And so we thought we would take you behind the scenes, a little bit of our relaunch, why we're doing it, and how we're doing this to serve our own sense of what we're here to do and how we want to empower our clients. So anything you want to add before we jump in, Jen?
I can't wait for you to see the before and after. So let's go take a peek.
Okay. So let me start off with the before, and I'll tell you the rationale around where we went to and why we decided to invest in the brand building. So to do this, I need to share my screen. So here's the website that we've been having for a while. So we were really excited with this website for a lot of reasons. One, we were able to use Kajabi to design really great websites because Kajabi is our favorite platform and we think everybody should be on Kajabi. Consultants, coaches, this gives you the keys to your kingdom, if you will, because it's super easy to do. But because it got super easy to do, I started getting a little dangerous with graphic design because I'm not a graphic designer, but I know enough to be dangerous. So I did all the graphics. I did all the writing. I love the writing. But what we started to realize as we're moving from where Jen and I started, where I had a mentoring business and she was leading a community, we decided to shift into a marketing agency. And we realized this does not look like a marketing agency. And the other thing that was happening for us is I knew for me, it was time to up level my thought leadership. I had so many blogs, YouTube channel, and all this kind of stuff. And I keep talking about the how-tos. And I really haven't gotten into the why and my story and all that kind of stuff. So I signed up with Carol Cox and Speaking Your Brand, and I joined a thought leadership mastermind that really pushed me to the next level. And so between that and all kinds of new things that Jen was experimenting with around, we created a brand new signature course and we were doing mastermind groups. We decided it is time to up level our whole business model. But what got really interesting for us is we got clearer around who we want to serve and how we want to serve them. And for our clients, we are really driven, especially around our new podcast channel that's coming out, to kind of light that fire, not even kind of, to totally light the fire under consultants and coaches to take their place as these world changers. We looked at the world and we say, oh my gosh, there's all these broken systems. We need consultants and coaches to get out there, but we can't do it if we're all playing the world's best kept secret. So we have an amazing team, and I'll tell you all about how they operate, who took a redesign effort. But you can kind of see these pictures I had a friend take for me. So they were fine, not great. They were fine though. And again, I did the visual branding, enough to be dangerous. And so I did, some of these other little things here, and we put this together. So the words were good. It just wasn't surrounded by the graphics and the images that really captured this transformation that we wanted to offer. So this is kind of what our website looks like now. I had a little fun with the animations, as you can see. Jen, anything you want to add about our websites and what we did in the previous iteration while I flipped through?
Our website before was communicating to our ideal client in a way that was helpful for them, but I don't think it really spoke to the energy and the feeling and the vibe that we wanted to do. It wasn't really honoring the full transformation and the value that we bring. And so that was something that was good. And now we're looking at, gosh, how can we really not just use the words, but the look and the feel to communicate our passion for the transformation that we create.
So we didn't throw 100% of the baby out with the bathwater. So you're going to see some of these things that I'm flipping through here in the new website. So we kept some of it, but we just repositioned everything under the new brand. So are we ready to do the reveal on our new brand?
We are, and we're ready to stop seeing these pictures of us.
Oh my God, I hate these pictures so much. Now that we have the new ones, I hate them so much. Okay, so without further ado, here is our new website. What we wanted to do is really bring forward this alchemist kind of energy that we bring. What we really sell with our clients is we sell you a course on the value around turning your career into a business that you love. Of course, we give you the strategy, skills, and everything that you need to bring your business to life. But we're really in the business of transformation. And so that's where the alchemist kind of energy comes in. You're going to see a lot more of this, is that what we do is we take the base metal of your amazing career and we turn it into business gold. That's what we're trying to communicate visually. So we already had the butterfly bee, which is our symbol, because the butterfly represents transformation. but we wanted to create it more in the color palette and the look. And what was amazing between the time when Jen and I first started working together to where we are now is we have an incredible, unbelievable, over the top graphic design team, web design team. And so we saw what they were doing with our clients, which is amazing work. And we wanted that for ourselves because we need to go first before our clients. You know, we can't be the shoemakers, you know, with kids with no shoes. And we also wanted to up level our own. So you could see that we actually had a real photo shoot. So these are like really good, high quality pictures. And we've launched a whole bunch of new things. I mean, if you get into it, you're going to see that we've clarified how we do the brand messaging and positioning, but we also have the website design, and we have our Purpose to Profits course. Jen's going to be doing a mastermind. We have a Start Right course for people who are just starting out, want to figure out, like, you know, how do I leave corporate and get my business started? And again, as I mentioned, we have our podcast. We repositioned our YouTube channel, you know, and we just did all kinds of changes. So we wanted a home for all of it. So that's our homepage. Our about, we decided to add a little bit more around our mission. You know, we went straight into about who we are. We wanted to bring forward what we're trying to help our clients do is we want our consultants and coaches off the sidelines. You know, we want them to shake up the world because we believe there's complex problems that are out in the world that only consultants and coaches can solve. So we wanted to bring forward the mission. So we want to talk about what we do and why we do it. Jen, do you want to add more here?
This is what was really powerful when Betsy and I first started to look at how can we combine our care for the same kind of clients who not only do we care and love working with coaches and consultants, but we love what's possible with our profession and what's possible with each individual coach and consultant can do for our world. That's where we came together, and I'm so pleased to see it come to life, because that's what gets us up in the morning. That's why we do what we do, why we love what you do, because our world needs us. And so to be able to share that passion that we have for you and what you can do for the world, I love that it's here.
And I think that that's so important, is that there's 1,000 business mentors and marketing agencies that will help you just, you know, get business, you know, which we want you to get business. Of course we do. That's so important because you deserve to make great money through your consulting and coaching. But we also want you to do it in a way that makes you happy and also allows you to have the impact that you are able to make. Consultants and coaches is not just something that people do when they get laid off, or, you know, some sort of person who works for an organization without being on the full-time payroll. This is a really important profession. And the idea of turning a leadership career into a consulting and coaching business is a big deal. So we wanted to bring that purpose forward and empower you, because if you just wanted to make money, you just go back to corporate, go get another job. You want more, and we want to help you get there. Real quick, before I get off this page, I told you that we didn't ditch everything. So we repositioned it. So the roadmap that was on our website before, we kept it. We just put it into a different place. So if you are going to relaunch your business, if you're in a similar boat as we were, you're not going to throw the baby out with the bathwater. You're just going to take what you have and reposition it in a stronger way. So under our about, we have all of that kind of stuff. Our services, we are just so clear on so many different aspects of our service. Our brand messaging and positioning still is our signature service, but we have reconfigured it to have different ways that you can work with us around your brand messaging and positioning. So you can continue to work on what we've been offering before. It's a 2-month program, and we do weekly coaching, and you can do that with me or Jen. Or we have a VIP experience where we're bringing more of that thought leadership into place. As I've been working on my thought leadership, a lot of our clients are now interested in growing their thought leadership. So when working on your brand messaging and positioning, it's not just what do you do for your clients, but what's the big idea that you have that will shake up the world. So we're going to clarify that. So that's what you're going to see here. The website creation, again, our amazing team. Our team is absolutely incredible, as you can see with all of this. So we're going to do some other things that other people don't do, is we do the copywriting, coaching, and training, and the visual design. So all of that comes together. And then Jen brings her strategic mind to play around the marketing system and the search engine optimization. Jen, do you want to bring anything about this back end stuff and how important that is?
I appreciate when our clients realize that some of the tech stuff is not their favorite, and that they so love that we make it easy. one of the things we love about Kajabi is that you can handle it as a coach and consultant. You don't have to be a website or tech guru, but there are a few pieces that we handle for them, so they never have to touch it again. And anything that has been something that they have to do, I love when our clients come back and be like, look what I did, look what I did. And these are
and they say that all the time.
Yeah, I'm like, I know, Kajabi is really easy, but I think it's so exciting that we support them through the design process so they feel not only in love with what they're saying and how they're being presented to the world, but they feel good about their main marketing engine. And I like to say we give them the keys to the Ferrari at the end of the process and allow them to know how to drive it and do the maintenance and everything, because we don't want people to be stuck having to pay again and again for a designer or for a web person, because you need to have the fun and flexibility like we did with upping your game and changing the words. You're like, oh, I heard something that really speaks to me. Go change it. That's what we leave our clients with. And to me, it's a commitment to their success ongoingly. And I love the ability to give them sustainability with their business and not just stuck with whatever is created when they launch.
So you get end-to-end stuff on the website, which is amazing. Okay, so this was a big thing for me, is I decided to put myself out there as a speaker, and it was really interesting. So again, I was in Carol Cox's Thought Leadership Academy, and I didn't realize until I was at the end of the program that all of those executive work sessions that I've done, all of those industry OD meetings that I facilitated and I presented at, like, oh my gosh, I have like 20 years of speaking. I thought I was like a brand new speaker because I haven't done like a keynote the way that I imagine, like in a huge conference or something like that. But I've spoken all the time. I've led, I can't even tell you how many workshops. So Carol was great because I'm like, okay, am I actually a speaker? She's like, oh yeah, all that counts. And all the webinars I do, like all of that counts. And I think it's so
right
funny.
Now?
Yeah, like right now I'm speaking. And I think it's really funny. It's like, so a lot of not a lot of them, almost all of our clients like, well, do I have experience as a consultant or coach? I'm like, well, have you done this and this and this? So like, yeah. And it's like, well, yeah, you've been consulting and coaching for a long time. You just haven't had the title. So I went through that whole same imposter syndrome process. So sadly, I did not get a speaker reel from all of those workshops that I've done and all of those speaking engagements. So I did get a picture just with the microphone. But I'm coming out and saying, I'm a speaker. I love speaking. So interesting. I was leading this workshop, again, speaking, and I'm like, I didn't count it. I was leading this workshop a couple of years with a bunch of our clients, and I literally started feeling fire coming out of my hands. But I'm sitting there like talking to Carol. I'm like, I'm not really a speaker. And she's like, I think you might be. Like, I don't know why, you're just like the label. So I thought it was kind of funny that I went through that. So that's the other one. And Jen's mastermind, we've been piloting it, refining it, and now we're launching a new group, which is going to be amazing. So over to you, Jen, on this one.
One of the biggest challenges that new coaches and consultants, or even very veteran coaches and consultants, have is landing clients and being consistent with their marketing efforts. A lot of times what will happen is, oh, I got this referral. I got a client. I can't do anything else. I just need to deliver. That's basically just asking for death of your business. So what we created is not only how to better have a partnership set up, how to actually not sell your client, but create the partnership that they need to cause their own transformation, whether it's an individual or company, but how to actually then put it into a proposal, how to put it into your pricing and the way you have your first conversations. And then it's time to make sure that what you're doing on a routine basis actually gives you clients that you want to work with, not just any clients, but in a way that you actually decide to maybe love. We like to use that word, but you might grow into actually loving marketing, and your clients will love it too. So this program is all about doing it not on your own, but having the nurturing support of not just me, but your peers who are also out to make a difference with their clients. They love to help each other, give feedback, and it really causes something that can be a little scary doing marketing and sales, and it has you shift to, oh my gosh, this is fun. I can't believe I'm saying the word fun. That's what's happening when our clients go through this process. But they're not just enjoying it, they feel confident, and they know what to do when they get a client. They know how to get them, and they know what to do when they get them.
And I think that is the key, because we can do the branding, we can do the website, but if you don't actually market, you're going to still wind up the world's best kept secret, and you can't really get out there. You can't create the income, the stable revenue. You can't do all the things that you need in order to enjoy the fruits of being on your own, much less make the impact. The one thing I want to just add to this one before we move off of here is I tried so many different ways to train people on the proposal process and marketing, and I kind of kept them separate, like the contracting and the partnership setup was over here, marketing's kind of over here. So I would do some of the training, and we had minimal, not bad results. Like I did a lot of one-on-one, I did group coaching, I did some webinars, I did a bunch of other things. And then last year we decided, let's make this this is more of an extensive mastermind. It's a 12-week program, but the whole idea is you walk away with everything that you're going to need in order to monetize your mission. And so we just figured out this step-by-step way works better, rather than throwing in a workshop where you feel like you're drinking from a fire hose. And then you do it in a group, because the other thing is not just the accountability, but you hear what other people are doing. And it's like, well, that's a really good idea. Well, I never thought about that idea. So we have tested this now. We've piloted it 2 times, and it's worked amazingly well, better than anything else that we've done before. And this is where we're also training companies. So you're going to get trained here, and we're creating community. So that's what you get here. So there's a handful of slots. There's not a lot of slots that are available, because we want to keep the group small and keep them really focused. So that is starting in September. So if you're interested, we're doing inaugural prices that we're not going to be doing again. So if you're interested, it really is an application, because we want to make sure that everybody's, on the same page and wants to contribute. So then, as I mentioned, we have a boatload of courses. So the program that we've been working on is our Purpose to Profit signature course. So we had Business by Design, and it was really consultant centric, and we wanted to expand the focus to be inclusive from not just consultants, but also coaches. So we wanted to have the whole business process be related to consultants, coaches, speakers, other thought leader type of thing. But what we wanted to also include in much, much more detail is how to turn the creative aspects of starting your business, all the art stuff, and turn it into a science. The biggest thing that trips people up is the copy and finding the words, because we are trained to speak in lame and boring corporate speak. So Purpose to Profits helps you figure out, how do I get the words for my website? How I structure our website? What do I create, and what do I say in a blog post? How do I make headlines? All the creative stuff. So we have all of that in here. And then we take the first module of Purpose to Profits, and we give you a little intro in the Start Right program, which is how do you make sure you start the right business for the right reasons in the right way? So there's tons of people that we meet with all the time who are at that crossroads, like, hey, I got a career. I want to start my own business, but I need more information. I'm not ready to work with you full on. The Start Right program is a low cost investment to give you that information. So we wanted to provide that. So for our the other thing too, with our course, we also are finding out that some people just learn best as a DIY. They just like a little guidance. So Purpose to Profits helps. And we also sometimes augment the Purpose to Profits, where you like that, we'll give you the visual branding and give you assets. And now you have everything you need, and you could do it on your own. So we have that. And then we've rejiggied the consultants toolbox, where we have all of the consulting stuff all together. So you could check that out as well. And then just in terms of resources, blog, podcast, as I mentioned, we got a brand new podcast that's out. So this is more the inspirational side, but we also are refocusing our YouTube channel to do more behind the scenes. So we don't want to get away 100% from the how. We want to give people the how. So head on over to YouTube if you want behind the scenes tutorials on how do you do different things. How do you, for example, we have a video coming out soon around, how do you have a great what I do statement that will get you clients at your next networking event. We have that kind of stuff behind the scenes. Or we have another one where we just did is I got on a call like this where we went through a blog makeover with one of our clients. So there's things like that on the channel. And if you just want to look at everything together, you can go to the Purpose to Profits blog. I'll still be writing because I'm a writer at heart. So it's not going to just be all video and audio. I'll still be writing. So check those out as well. So I think that's the big headline. Is there anything that I missed on this one?
I think you got it.
All right. So I'm going to the last little bit I want to give is a little side by side. So you can see the difference here between what this one looks like. And we still kind of use some of these pictures, but we up leveled them. So the design itself is not 100% different, but even just swapping out the pictures still is a lot better. But you could see on the whole in all aspects, like our client stories here versus our client stories. I mean, just night to day difference, just creates a certain kind of depth. We didn't lose our success roadmap here, but we surrounded it in a better frame. So going back over here, we still have that here, but now it's surrounded, with a different kind of energy, if you will. So I don't know. Oh, I could just show you the contact more. I mean, just even the little things. So when we didn't change everything, but on the things that we did change, the things that we had before, we up leveled the look, and then being able to add in much more depth. I mean, like you could look at the brand messaging and positioning, which is our signature service, completely different. Or maybe I'm just a perfectionist, but I feel like it's completely different in terms of just the wording. I mean, I don't have a whole lot of information here. I added a lot more.
It's also the warmth and care that we have with our clients comes through.
Yeah, I think so.
The brand and the way we position it and the pictures.
And really, you could just even see energetically when we talk about it, like when you have a website you feel proud of, you can't wait to direct people to your website. So if you've got like any website shame, like I currently have website shame over the old one, it changes the game when you are really excited about it, when it really showcases not just word wise what you're all about, but visually, and you look your best. That if you want to stand out from the crowd and you want to show up in your power, make the difference that you were born to make, it's really hard to do that if you don't have your messaging, your positioning, your online store that showcases you in that way. If you're trying to say I'm a premium brand and I'm worth premium fees, and your online presence and your marketing and how you're going about it, and you're constantly going about your marketing from referral, there's a disconnect. Your clients don't see it that way. So we've decided, what, it's time for us to up our game. We have a new team that's amazing. We've upped our game in so many different ways. We've upped our game from a content standpoint, from a product standpoint, a delivery standpoint. We need to have it match. So we're not going to just like ridiculously just up our fees for no apparent reason. We're only going to up our fees because if we can offer more value. And so that's the whole point of it. So we wanted to go first and say, we want to be in our power. And if you want to be in your power, if you're done being on the sidelines, playing small, questioning, do I have what it takes? Then let us help you, because now we really do have the end-to-end team. I mean, that's one of our clients, Heather, just said on and on and on about the value of the end-to-end team, where I help on the front end from the strategic standpoint, and I'll help with the words. Jen's going to help you turn all of those ideas into actual tactical plans that will get implemented. We have the visual branding team. And by the way, we're adding in a bunch of other team members that we're onboarding right now. We have a team member that is helping us from a video standpoint to help create videos for our clients for social media. So we're onboarding that team member. We have a team member who helps with podcast setup and the email marketing, and we're onboarding her right now. We're not even onboarding. We've created a strategic partnership with Carol Cox to help people with their signature talk, where she helps with the keynote should sound like, and I will make sure that it's strategically positioned with the rest of your brand. And we are looking right now for a book coach. Like, we have a lot of other things that we're going to be doing, a lot of cool things around the thought leadership. But our goal is that end to end, you come to one place with people who understand what you do. If you're a consultant or coach, you're not going to go to a marketing agency who does not get what you do. We get what you do, and we get what you want to create with your life. We get your success and significance path. And that is what we're all about. And we're going to do everything we can to continue to evolve, add more products and services that will give you that support, so that you don't have to worry about, gee, I wonder how I run my business. You'll know how to run your business so that you can get out there. So Jen, you told me I should end with being on my soapbox, but I think I'm going to let you end and get on your soapbox.
I just want to actually take a moment and thank you, Betsy, not just for being the most amazing partner, by the way. I'm not willing to share, she's on mine. But I want to acknowledge you for igniting, not just in me, but really in all of our clients, their potential, their passion, what's possible for the world. I'm just so honored to be a part of that. And I thank you so much.
Oh my gosh, we're gonna get all like emotional. Well, I couldn't do it without you. You completely transformed any vision I might have had for this business. Like I've never felt so supported. And you're the one who kept pushing for the team. And I'm like, well, I don't know. And like, this team's amazing, and we wouldn't be here. So all right, we're going to stop like being all gushy. You guys are all like, you guys can go get a room somewhere, we're in two different coasts. But anyway, so hopefully this gives you a big picture. Hopefully you're inspired. And again, if you're ready to take your thought leadership, your market positioning up to the next level, if you want to be perceived and paid as a premium brand and do it in a way that's authentic to you, using your natural gifts, your authentic passions, your relationship skills, your empathy, we are here to help you from that standpoint. We're not going to be like, oh, we're going to help you, add 6 figures to your annual income, because we don't want you to just do that if that's not what you want to do. Now, if that's authentically what you're supposed to do, because that's how you give back to the world, awesome, let's do that. But we want you to achieve your priorities, what makes sense to you, so that you can make a difference for the world and also for your life. I'll just add, can I just add one last thing? And I promise I'll be off my soapbox. This year, my daughter is turning 20. My other daughter is 18. And when I left Disney, it was one of those big drivers for me, is I wanted to be there for my kids. And I just sit there and like this wonder, I'm like, oh, I don't know how I did it, but as a single mom, I got my kids to adulthood on my business revenue. And it was I made 1,000 trillion mistakes in my life, but this one I didn't make. I did the right thing. So that's where, I want you to change the world, but also live your best life, or what it looks like for you. Okay, I'm off the soapbox. Jen, do you want to wrap us up and bring us home?
What you shared is the same for me. It's having a business with no regrets, having a life with no regrets. And that's what we are experiencing and loving. If you can't tell, we're pretty happy. But also that's what we wish for you. So let us be a part of the journey if we're meant to, but even if we're not, please go out there and live the life you're meant to live and make the difference you're meant to make.
And if you don't want to work with us, just follow us, be a part of our tribe. So you can subscribe to our blog, you could subscribe to our YouTube channel, or you could subscribe to our podcast. And we would love to just continue to be a part of your journey, even if we're doing it from afar.
Absolutely.
All right. Thanks for listening. Bye.